Hello all, welcome to session 103. In this session, I'm going to practically demonstrate the purpose of storing the web elements in Selenium Python. So let's get started. First of all, I'll show you what will happen if you don't store the web elements. For that, I'll open the sample application, and in this sample application, there is a text box field here. Let's say I want to perform multiple operations on the same text box field. What is the example here? For example, I want to retrieve this particular preloaded text. Okay, from the text box field, I want to retrieve this particular text and print in the output. That's the first task. Second thing is, after printing, I want to clear this preloaded text. Second activity on the same text field. Third activity is, I want to type my name, Arun Moturi, into the same text field. How many activities I am doing on the same text box field, guys? Three activities. In such cases, if I am not storing the web elements, what is the drawback? Let me explain that. For that, I'll open this PyCharm IDE, having this Python file, having the sample Selenium automation code already written for opening the Chrome browser, for maximizing the browser window, and for opening the application URL in the browser like this. Once the application URL is open in the browser like this, the first activity is I want to retrieve this text. Okay. For that, I'll inspect this text box field where the preloaded text is there. So this is the HTML code of the text box field, guys. It has some ID locator. Copy this, go here and type the statement driver dot find element by ID. Okay. So here in this automation code, I'm not going to store the web elements. Let me let me demonstrate the drawback first. Okay, drawback. So without storing the elements, what will happen? So here I'll store this. So how to retrieve this particular text, guys? How to retrieve this particular text that is there in the preloaded text, preloaded text in the text box field? How to retrieve? If you see the HTML code of this text box field here, this preloaded text Selenium WebDriver is nothing but the value of this which attribute? Value attribute. So copy this attribute, and here I'll go to the code and say dot get attribute, and here paste it. Okay, the attribute name in which we have this Selenium WebDriver preloaded text. Okay, I am retrieving the text and I'll save into the some variable, say preloaded underscore text variable. Okay, like this. I'll print it out. After retrieving this particular preloaded text from the text field, I am printing it. Preloaded text. Fine. So the first activity on the text box field is done. Now second activity is I have to clear it. Okay, I have to clear this Selenium WebDriver preloaded text from this text box field. For that, again I have to use the same statement, guys. You see, I have to write the same statement again. Copy this and say dot clear. I have to clear this particular text, right? So driver dot find element by ID. Since I am not storing this particular element into a web element, so I have to repeat this statement multiple times. This is a drawback, guys. Okay, you have to write this statement multiple times. This is not a good approach. If you are doing multiple operations on the same element, you have to write the same statement multiple times. Okay, only the command is changing here at the end, but this statement is common, right? This part is common. Driver dot find element by ID. Driver dot find element by ID is common. Again, the same thing, guys. After clearing the text, I want to type my text, type my name into this text field. For that, again, I have to write driver dot find element by ID. Text box one. You see, the same statement is repeated how many times? Three times here. I'm doing three activities on the same text field. So I have to write the same statement three times. Dot send keys Arun Motari. But this is a bad approach, guys. Okay, it's a bad approach. Every time you are doing an operation on the same text field, you are repeating the statement here and there. Okay, here repeated, here repeated, here repeated. To avoid this, what we can do is we have to store this into a web element. Okay, we have to store this particular thing into a web element. For that, I'll copy this. Okay, I'll store this particular thing into a web element, say text field. Okay, text underscore field. One time I'm storing into a web element. After that, you don't have to write this particular statement every time. Okay, every time you are performing operation on this particular element, you don't have to write this. Simply say text underscore field. Okay, simply use this particular web element, guys. Web element dot get attribute. Okay, then here also you are repeating the statement here also. Okay, so no matter how many times you are performing the operation, use the same web element. Web element dot clear, text field dot clear. Here also don't have to repeat the statement. Say text field dot send keys, like this, guys. So this is the purpose, guys. This is the purpose of storing into the web elements. Okay, instead of writing the entire statements like driver dot find element by ID every time, whenever you perform the operation on the same element multiple times, you just create this web element and use the web element for other operations. Okay. Now run this code, it will work, guys. Okay, it will work. Okay, it will first retrieve the text and print it. After that, it cleared the text and it typed my name. Okay. So if you go to the output and see, you see the preloaded text has been retrieved and printed in the output first. After that, it got cleared and then later it entered my name, that is Arun Motor, into the same text field. So in this kind of situations where you are where you are performing multiple operations on the same element, better to store that statement into a web element, guys, and use a web element for further operations. So hope guys you understood this session. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video session. Thank you. Bye.